Day 11, July 13th. It's a Saturday of the epic Sunlight Power Motorcycle Benefit Ride to Alaska and back. Today was the ride from Fairbanks to Anchorage, and because I needed to get a phone and get some other things, I ended up, and since the ride isn't that long, ended up leaving probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Getting to Anchorage, I think it was about 10 o'clock, 9 or 10 o'clock. So I ate a lunch had breakfast at the hotel. Had taken everything out of my motorcycle because I needed to get it cleaned. Like I said, spent $10 on getting it at the power washer, getting it cleaned. And so the next morning I had everything out. I kind of organized it a little bit differently, and so I repacked everything. That took over an hour to get it repacked. So and then had to go run around and get the phone and some other things. So it was probably 2 o'clock by the time I had eaten and kind of programmed the phone so that I could get the spot working. And then with the spot working, I went ahead and headed down to Anchorage. And so this is part of the ride that I hadn't ever done before, not really knowing what to expect. I did, see on the map that it goes by Denali, so there's, Mount McKinley, highest point in North America. And so as I was riding down, it's pretty, and pretty much nearly the entire route through the Denali National Park was under construction, so you just couldn't stop and take pictures. And it was muddy, and it was slow, and I was behind a semi, and that part of it wasn't very fun, but and got the motorcycle muddy again. But the scenery was really nice. The Denali National Park, there's an actual kind of city or civilization, I guess you could say, where you can do the buy your raft, raft tours, helicopter rides. There's stores, there's all sorts of stuff there, restaurants, gas stations, souvenir stands, all sorts of things right there. So it's I don't know, I guess it's kind of disappointing. It almost seemed like it was kind of like Gatlinburg, kind of thing, because I didn't expect to see that, which was kind of unusual. It wasn't like Dollywood or what's the part outside of Pigeon Forge outside of Gatlinburg. And it wasn't as refined as far as chocolate shops and stuff like that you have in Gatlinburg. But, it is just kind of disappointing. It's a nice national park, and I guess I didn't expect to see that, so I'm dwelling on that a little bit too much. But that impressed me or depressed me, or whatever you want to say. Ended up getting gas there, kept going. There was an observation point south of there that I stopped and got some pictures. And there was a family there that asked me to take pictures or, swap picture taking for them. And they were from Salt Lake. They aren't LDS, but they were up there, and they said they were going to do a 3-day whitewater trip. They were going to get dropped in somewhere in the park to do a hike by helicopter. They had 4 or 5 different things that they were going to be doing that were pretty high adventure-ish. So that was pretty impressive. oldest, they had two boys. The oldest one was in junior high, he said, and the next youngest one was, I'd say, fifth grade looking. And so, fairly young family for doing these things. The dad seemed in pretty good shape, and the mom was, going along with it. So they were an interesting family that I spoke to. And the other thing that impressed me was Wasilla, Alaska. It's in this valley that's surrounded by these, big mountains, and and I guess you have a bay kind of thing there, so you have the like a water close by. So it just was really, I thought, one of the prettiest places as far as cities I had been to. And so, Wasilla with, what's her name? Sarah Palin, having been the mayor there, and that's how that's got known, how the name of that town is known. But anyway, that was really pretty. And then Anchorage is also pretty in a different way, because you have the water right there, and then on the west side of the city there's a mountain range that are big mountains. So that was kind of cool too. Got in kind of late, so pretty much just went to bed. That's Saturday.